Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. Alright, so first things first, we have quite a bit of goat milk, long planks, and wood beams to be sold. We were getting pretty well stocked up, so I figured it's probably time we should actually go to sell these things, especially the wood products, obviously. Tons of wood beams and long planks. I did go, 2 months in the future, so we have 3 total crops that are ready to harvest: the corn, canola, and the sorghum. But more than likely we'll be doing the sorghum first. The chickens are in desperate need of food, but I should probably do that one first. We'll probably get replanted even. And then we'll probably start working towards doing the canola harvest. Yeah, but we might try to do the slurry, at least buy the slurry tanker, and we can try to use that in the future, obviously, on our fields. So we do have 30,000 liters currently in the water buffalo pen, so quite a bit at the current moment. It may not go very far, but still, you know. It's one of those things I'm going to primarily try to use for the grass field, or to add a small layer before corn or something like that where I know it uses fertilizer. I wouldn't want to do it after, because then if I don't have enough, then I'm going to have to go back through. Just a time thing at that point. Oh, that's already a lot of money. Almost, well, yeah, we'll be over 800,000 right there. Come on, if it sells. Just barely, but we are. A lot of money just sitting there. You know, so I've kind of said before, we have a lot of money just kind of sitting on the farm as well. It's not always known in the bank account. So we do have the slurry spreader or tanker I would want to get. So, you know what? We have the money, so we'll go with it. This is, yeah, the base game. Go with this, I think. It's absolutely huge. I don't know how well this is actually going to pull, to be honest. I would think it'd be fine 350 horse. I think that's about what we have with the JCB currently. And honestly, financially, we are doing very, very well. So we'll just go ahead and get the largest size. Yeah, that's one of those things I needed to get that bought, so we can make sure we can actually start using up some of the slurry. If there are times where we have too much or anything, we will likely sell it, but that's going to be like a last resort type of thing. I'm going to primarily try to use it on the grass field like I mentioned, but you know, I might still use it obviously on fields before planting. Just kind of depends what makes the most sense. So I might, do I want to do in between planting? Or in between the harvest and the planting for the sorghum field? So I think I can get that field probably harvested and planted today, no problem. And then I think I might do the canola field. It's kind of toss up between that and the corn. The corn would be immediately into cereal, because we have all the other goods for that. But the canola would immediately go into the mill, which is out. I believe we're out of canola too. Yeah, this should be freshly limed and everything. This should be top tier yield. So we shouldn't have to, you know, be thinking about that. Though there is a little bit of sorghum in this field. I forgot about that. I hit just a corner. Right, we'll get that too. Otherwise, my luck, I'll hit it just barely going through the canola, and it'll screw up my entire harvest or something. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and start a time lapse for this. We'll finish out the harvest, and then we'll do the planting for the sorghum. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
Is out of line. Although you say you can prove more, I can feel it down to my core. In a world where our words go, I sit and believe what I'm told. But in this blue world filled with bones, I'll just keep dancing on my own.
Alright, so we're just about done here with the planting. Get this all shut off and put away back into the shed. We'll get the sorghum put into the chicken pen. I doubt all of it will fit in there. It's usually pretty close, but kind of doubt everything will. I'm going to take another look to make sure we have all the products for the raisin cereal. That's something that I do want to keep an eye on. Kind of monitor and verify that we have. And I'm going to grab that other trailer too for the canola harvest. Because chances are, as long as I remember correctly, I want to say our trailers are very, very full by the end of this harvest. Last time, obviously, this trailer is a decent amount smaller than that one, but I'm going to have it over here. That way I have a backup plan, or a backup trailer. I'm not going to use it as, like, the main trailer. I'm going to try to use the other one first, but I have an option if I need it, though. Yeah, next time I'll have to get that sprayed. Which next month we'll also be doing the corn harvest. Probably gotta try to plant the big field. Possibly. It kind of depends on if it'll need lime. I think we've gotten... Is it just one, or has it been 2 harvests out of that field? If it's only been 1, we should definitely be good. If this is the 3rd, then it'd probably be fine for 1 more, I would think. I want to say we get about 4 out of a field. I'm not sure if it would vary much between crops. If certain crops might take more. Alright, we'll get this out here. I'll double check make sure we have all the products, or currently have the product, ready to harvest for the raisin cereal. As far as I know, we do. I just, want to verify. We can turn that off. That is out. Okay, we have oats in here. We have honey currently made. I don't know how much we have, like 2,500 liters maybe? 2,000 liters, somewhere in there, I don't know. Raisins, we have a good amount of raisins, and we have corn ready to harvest, and we have oats in here, so we have everything, or almost have everything. How much honey do we have? Almost 3,000, actually. Almost 10,000 liters of raisins. So we should have enough of all of those products. So we'll start producing that next month once the corn harvest is done. Alright, we'll get this lowered. I'm assuming the header is going to change its style again. Has that been fixed, maybe? I think it was Canola that did it, where it would change it. I want to say it was Canola, but I might be wrong. Off we go. Have we changed our header since then? We might have. Might have also been a mod update too in there. Obviously, there was a game update in there, but I doubt that would fix it because it was fine base game. Yeah, hopefully we have enough to be able to get all the way around and, you know, obviously be able to empty into the semis trailer. That is the goal, is to empty into there first. The one on the JCB is kind of just a secondary, is if we need it, we have it. But it's not something I'm trying to use. We'll have it if we need it. Like I said, I think we were a little bit close last time. So I'll check on environmental. So still 99. So this is 100 here though, so that's good. We'll have to check after the harvest if it will need lime. Mainly because I gotta find the portion that has loam. That's usually the first piece that needs it. Although, if this field doesn't have much loam, it won't be that big of a deal. As another thing is, I don't think this field has much loam, so if it's a small little piece in it, we can probably still get another harvest even. Usually the loam is what makes me spread the lime. You find that's what gets worse first. Well, I'll be intrigued if we can get around this entire field, because we're only one lap in. That is the longest stretch. I will say that. Yeah, there's very low loam in here. So it should be a little bit better from here. We can probably make it back without having too much for problems. Well, I think we'll just go ahead and start the time lapse. This is probably going to be fairly long. We'll try to get this whole field done as quickly as we can. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
It's a useless waste of time. I don't care what's on your mind. The truth was never for us to find. We could lock horns all day, but really who cares what we say? We will be lost before we fade. I can almost hear it cry, this feeling you somehow deny. Just how do you fail to heal the roaring, grinding of your gears? As you dictate the laws, your future self honors the flaws. And some of us who are awake watch as you are fixing your mistakes. And I understand the subtle movements of the land. Within the limits of these chains, there's only so much to explain. One day you will find this wall, the one that's infinitely tall. And as we move the hour around, are we just dancing in the sand? It's a useless waste of time. I don't care what's on your mind. The truth was never for us to find. We could lock horns all day, but really who cares what we say? We will be lost before we fade.
Alright, well, we are just about done here with the canola harvest. The final strip. So we'll get this hopefully all put into the semi-trailer. We'll see if it fits or not. Really, if it doesn't fit, I might just put it right into the production, really, because that's where it's going to go anyways. So might just put it right into there. Yeah, next month, like I said, we'll have one field that will need to be sprayed, which won't take too long. The corn harvest, which is obviously going to be fairly important just for the aspect of doing the raisin cereal. That is something I've been trying to get to for a while. You know, it's going to take a little bit to get there. I kind of figured it would when I first set off to try to do it. And more likely we'll run it up until we're out of oats. And then I'll probably make more oats. I'll plant some somewhere, I'm not sure. One of these fields. Well, not this one. This one's been canola. That one's obviously sorghum. So we have like two fields that are up for consideration. This does look fairly full. Obviously the capacity's 12,000 liters more than the other trailer up there, so part of the reason why I obviously wanted to use this trailer first. How is soil? pH is good. Probably one more harvest, it looks like. Not too bad. Would it all fit in here, though? It's getting pretty full. It's not going to all fit in here. Just barely won't. Yeah. Alright, so I will just get it put into the production. That way that is running. It's still currently on. I just kind of left it on because I was like, well, we're doing the canola harvest anyway, so not that huge of a deal if it's running for a little bit without anything in it. Alright, there we go. Yeah, obviously next month the priority would be to do probably obviously spraying's priority, but I would think we could do the harvest and planting all in 1 month, maybe. It's hard to say. The corn harvest takes a little bit longer than I think it will, basically every time we've done it. So we'll see. If we don't have enough time to do planting in the canola field, what I'll probably do is I'll just plant like the corn. Something like that, because that field will be far smaller. I likely won't put any into the silo yet. I'll wait until next month. I'll, top it off again, and then I'll put whatever's left into the... yeah, we'll probably want to try to get this, some slurry on it. It's okay, but I'm pretty sure if you go back through, it does lower. Oh, it's a little bit high in spots, but yeah. It's considered bad. It's not terrible, but yeah, it definitely does need a little bit of a top off. Really, the biggest thing is trying to make sure you don't put too much. So maybe I'll put a little bit if I have extra on this field or something. Because this needs 180 for it, and I think if I put it before, I won't put that on. So then we should be able to save a little bit in liquid fertilizer costs. We'll see. Obviously this one is good. He's 200, wow. A lot more than I thought it would be. But yeah, that is about everything for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.